Welcome again to this video. My name is Nabikim. Nice to see you guys if you're new here. On this in this video even, I'll be telling you about how you can improve your memory faster and smarter if you want to improve it in a couple of seconds. So I think it's better for me to get right into it rather than just, going on. So one way I would say to, remember stuff in your day is to, remember from another perspective. When I remember from another perspective, you're literally looking at it from a third point of view, or yeah, from a third person point of view. So I'm just trying to think of give an example. All of us, we learn from each other. Even if literally we're not learning something academical, we're learning things about that person. Maybe we're learning things about their personality and everything like such. Maybe we're listening to their story. So sometimes when you do things like that, you're more likely to remember it, especially when you know you can't go to public events, you go to speaking events and things like that, and you hear someone talking, you're obviously listening to them, that you're obviously taking the time to pay attention to what they're saying. And of course, you're obviously going to remember at least a thing or two when they present it to you. To cut a long story short over here, when it comes to memorizing faster and smarter, think about that other person. Maybe it be your best friend or someone like that, especially if it's somebody that you genuinely care about. Maybe if it's your partner, maybe if it's your brother or your sister, anyone that means a lot to you. You can remember things from their day. Many of us, we can tend to, we might not remember things that we've done. We might not even remember, things that we've read. You know, we might not even remember anything that is very critical, very important. But by remembering things from another person's perspective, it makes us, feel as if we care about them, we're listening to them, we're engaging with them. What I'm trying to say is that I'm not trying to say that every single person that you go up to, you have to strike some sort of conversation. But of course, when you have the opportunity, use that as your advantage to remember stuff in your day. Particularly, especially if you guys are going to work, for example. Maybe you might just be hearing stuff, regarding your colleagues, your team. Maybe you have team meetings and you're likely to remember things that people say. Maybe if it's something that's empowering you for the week ahead, that's something that you can use to your advantage. Because you're always going to be in situations in life where um you're just gonna listen to people. You're obviously gonna hear what they have to say. Then you might not agree with what they want to say. And again, that's also another important thing. The fact that literally you're not agreeing. You guys are obviously on. You, know, you guys are obviously having conflicting views. That's also another good way for you to actually remember things in your day. And of course, this doesn't mean have a fallout, have an argument, or have a row with them, have or to get physical. But of course, you remembering a conflict with somebody is likely to help you improve your memory because obviously you're going to remember that time when both of you, disagree with each other. You might have not, liked something about a particular subject. You might have an opinion about, politics, government, you know. You're obviously going to remember their views, because obviously you expect them to take your side. You expect them to agree with you. But of course, they don't agree with you. They have something else that they support, or something that that's just right to them. That's why it's so important to remember things from people's day. It's not to say go and eavesdrop on people's conversation, but do it in a way where it feels right, or when literally you pretty much have no other choice but to listen to them or do things like that. And again, while you're doing these type of things, you're more likely to even implement the image technique to help to help you improve your memory. Because when you obviously improve the image, it's obviously a lot more effective. You might be remembering things that are a lot more extreme in your day, or something that really stuck out to you in that conversation. This is why literally I will keep on saying it's always nice to remember stuff from another angle other than just yours, because some of us, we might have a lot of things done in our day, so you're kind of leveraging that person and also remember things for them. It's like literally you're just taking down things to them. It's like you're a VA, like their mini VA or something like that, or mini personal assistant. But of course, you're not going to tell them that. So really, when it comes to improving your memory fast and smart, I don't want to be like as if I'm talking too much in this video. Just remember stuff, remember people's story, remember their perspective. You know, even remember capture their feelings and emotions, because if you capture their feelings and emotions a lot more, it's obviously going to be a lot more easier for you to remember stuff. This may seem as if that it's not beneficial for you, but again, it could inspire you to be better as well, you know. And also, not only that as well, if literally you're working on a particular project with them, it doesn't always have to be, you know, work related. It could be anything. Maybe if you're even playing it, if you're literally playing a video game or something like that, that's also another way for you to remember somebody's perspective on stuff as well. Because let's be honest with you, when you play a game with somebody, you're obviously that person is going to make you feel some sort of way. Obviously, you guys are playing around with each other. You know, you're obviously playing around with each other. They might say something that hurts you, but you obviously know that they're joking and everything like such. You remember what they said, even if you don't remember what they said, but you remember how you know you remember how they made you feel, and probably you remember how you made them feel, because you will probably have a benefit in that video game section where literally you have something to brag about. You have something that you can tell them, you know, just to get on their nerves or something like that. But again, it's literally just the simplest things like that. You're leveraging their own experiences and you're also leveraging your own experiences, and you're somehow remembering without even trying. And this is probably one of the big benefits of remembering from a person perspective, because sometimes it helps you, because it will definitely help you remember a lot more. And not only that as well, you'll also remember things without you know having to. You'll literally remember things a lot more effortlessly in your day, which is why it's very important to be honest with you, to be a lot more social, and to just try and you know put your interest you know after theirs, if you get what I mean. It's not to say let people step all over you, but sometimes just by showing that you care, it's also another good way for you to memorize faster and smarter in your day, especially if you're somebody that's always busy and you're always interacting with people. I mean, that's a good way for you to memorize faster and smarter. Thank you for watching this video as ever, guys. Hopefully, again, it was useful. If you love what you've seen here, make sure you go to the link below to book a free call regarding your memory queries. Any other memory queries that you want me to go through, I'm more than happy to listen to them. Or if you don't want to do that, if you want to improve your memory, you can also subscribe to this YouTube channel as well, where you'll see a lot more videos later on in the week. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully it was very useful. And yeah, like I keep on saying, make sure you care about other people's day, because you don't know how it will help you remember your day. And make sure to leverage. Thank you again for watching this video. Subscribe if you want to improve your memory, or if you're new to this channel and you want to improve your memory. And link below to book your session.